Hey, what's up? My name is Jelan Abrams, and today we're making steel cut oatmeal. This is probably one of my go-tos for breakfast because it's super high in protein and it's high in fiber. And I try not to eat something super sweet in the morning. Sometimes I might, get a pancake or, something like that. But this is, probably the most healthiest thing you can eat for breakfast. So what I usually do, I cook this and I add blueberries because, it's super bland. So this thing is kind of hard to eat with nothing, so I'll add some kind of fruit, and one of my favorite ones are blueberry, and then I'll add some honey on top. So this video, I'm just gonna show you my process of making the oatmeal because you probably never made steel cut oatmeal, because before my fitness journey I've never even heard of this, so this is totally different for me. So I'm just gonna show you the process of how to make the oatmeal and just give you another idea of what you can eat in the morning that's healthy. So what you're gonna need a pot to actually make it in, because you can't make it in the microwave. It just doesn't come out right. So you're gonna need a pot. We're gonna make it on the stove. You're gonna add 3 cups of water, and then we're also gonna add the blueberries. And then we're gonna turn it on high. We're gonna wait for it to come to a boil. And the minute it comes to a boil, we're gonna add 1 cup of the steel cut oats, and then we're gonna just cook it. We're gonna cook it. We're not gonna cook it pretty high. We're gonna do like about medium high, and just keep mixing it and watch it. It's gonna take a little while to cook, but it's gonna be worth it, okay? So what we're gonna do first, we're gonna wash off these blueberries because you can't just eat these things straight out of the store. You're gonna have to wash these things off. So I'm gonna get a good amount of blueberries. Put them in my little strainer and wash it. Alright, we got these washed off. We're gonna set them to the side, and then we're gonna go turn on our water. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna add 3 cups of water. So now once the water's in there, we're just gonna add our blueberries. Alright, then we're gonna turn the stove on to high, and we're just gonna let it boil. So that's going to take a minute to boil. So while that's boiling, you just get this ready. We're going to add 1 cup of oatmeal. And now we just wait. Alright, so now it's boiling. We can add the oatmeal. Alright, and then we're going to stir it up. And the reason why I like adding the blueberries ahead of time is because, I don't know if y'all can see it, so it actually colors the water. So instead of having like white water, the water is a little more blue. So when the oatmeal comes out, the oatmeal is going to come out blue. So you're kind of tricking your mind to say, man, this has a lot of flavor to it because it's a different color, instead of it just being bland tan and you have blueberries on top. The whole thing is going to end up being blue in the end. So we have to turn it down, because if you have it too high, it's going to boil over. So that's why I always say the medium heat. I kind of forgot because I'm making this video. Yeah, so medium heat. You're gonna let it boil up a little bit, and then once it boils up, and then once you see like somewhat of water disappearing, you're gonna turn it down to lower. So we're just gonna keep it here for a little bit. So it's still, it's still boiling. You still want some of that water to disappear before we turn it down. But it's definitely getting there. So as you see, it's still boiling. We're trying to get some of this water out, because what I go for is more of a solid oatmeal. I don't really want something watery. So I try to get as much water out as possible without making it, burn. So now a lot of the water is already out. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn this thing down to low. As you see, it's basically no water in here. We're gonna let this thing simmer. Put the cover on, and then we come back in a couple minutes. We're gonna keep checking on it, probably a couple more minutes, and it's done. And it's pretty much done now. If you want it, you know, this consistency, you could leave it. You can put it in your bowl. Me, I wanted a little less water, but yes, honestly, it's pretty close to done. So I'm just gonna turn the fire off now and let it sit for, you know, a couple more minutes, because, you know, let a little more of the water come out, because it's still hot, so you don't gotta worry about leaving it on. And that's a pretty good consistency.
Jelan, Abrams.
So this is the final results. I'm not gonna lie, I added way too much honey, because recording it and then putting it on there, I was looking at the camera and not looking at how much honey I was putting in there. So it was a little more honey than I would like, but it looks good. Like I said, so like I boiled the blueberries with it, so now it has a blue look and blueberries on top, so it doesn't have a bland look. So it's more appealing to the eye, because it's not the most flavor. That's why I'll add honey, but having it blue instead of having it, you know, tan, it makes you more, you know, it tricks your mind to think, hey, this thing must taste good because it has more color. I hope this is able to give you a cool idea for breakfast, something a little different, because like I said, before I started working out, I would eat oatmeal occasionally, but I didn't eat as much as I do now. And you know, this is a little different. I've never had oatmeal that was blue. So let's stop skipping breakfast. Let's get this breakfast in and let's start our days off right. All right, so if you like videos like this, subscribe, like, leave a comment. If you try it, let me know how it came out. Is this something you would recommend to somebody else? Is something you'll never eat again? Just be honest, let me know, and enjoy your day.